Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Yes, something's different. I have shorter hair. I have a lot shorter hair. I chopped my hair off about 2 weeks ago and I absolutely love it. I wanted to have a really short hair and I had like an A-line, but I wanted to go shorter, and I found this really cool photo on Pinterest and I was like, yes, this is what I want. So I went ahead and did it. I'm loving it. It's summer. I am not having to have hair sticking to my neck. I can style it any way I want. It goes great with my curly hair, and this hair is my natural hair. It's naturally curly, so it is amazing and I love it. So today's video, it's going to be kind of like a chit chat, get ready with me. I'm going to do this really very beautiful purple smoky eye. I'm going to be using some of the new Urban Decay palettes, the new Urban Decay Born to Run palette, as well as one of the lips from the collection, which is on my lips. And you're going to see my highlighter break in this video. So if you want to see the look on my face with my highlighter falls to the floor, keep watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to comment down below what your favorite thing that you have done this summer would be, and what you would like to do before we hit into the beautiful fall weather that I know that we're all waiting for. I am so excited for fall. Like, I'm so excited because, I mean, I don't live in Vegas anymore and it's not that hot up here in Reno, but it's still hot. And I still live in a house that has no AC. But I have my own air conditioner, so it's not that big of a deal. But still, I'm ready for fall. Not snow, not winter, but fall. That's all. So I will see you guys in a minute. So we're gonna start with foundation. I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation. This is gonna be in the shade. Sorry, I've been so absent, guys. Don't you love how I apply foundation? Like, it's just, it'll all blend out. I have been sick last week. I was sick with the stomach flu, and now I'm getting a pimple. And this week, I'll be preparing to move. Well, getting ready to. We still have a couple things we have to do, and then work's been crazy. It's been pretty busy. I work for an apartment complex, so it's like summertime, so things have been a little busy trying to rent apartments for people, get people new homes, you know, all about customer service and making sure that you're doing your best for people. I'm just gonna blend this out with my damp beauty blender. I went to Sephora yesterday with my husband, and the one thing I did not get when I was there was a new beauty blender. And I always get a beauty blender when I go to Sephora. Like, for real, every time I go to Ulta or Sephora, I always have to get a new beauty blender because you can never have enough. Like, you can't have enough. And I'm excited because my family is gonna come up here to Reno and help me and my husband move, and my Nana will be with them. She's my dad's mom, and she hasn't come up here yet. I mean, she's been to Reno before, but she hasn't come up to see us yet because she's always had other stuff that she's had to take care of. So now that she can, it's like, yay. And she needs to. She needs a break. She needs a break from taking care of other people. She doesn't work like for like healthcare or anything, but you know, she's so busy taking care of family. It's just like, you know, she needs to be taken care of and take care of herself. Sorry, like, my hair is so short in the front that it really gets into my foundation. I don't have any kind of clips. I have bobby pins, but I'm not doing all that. So just want to blend this out so it's even. Oh my gosh, hair. And I have my fan on and my AC on because even though I don't live in Vegas, it's summertime and it's hot, so I'm not turning it off just for a video. Like, it's mad humid out too, and it like thunderstormed yesterday, so. I have my drink. I know this is not coffee. It's straight up Coke, which I will be quitting. No, not Coke the drug, it's Coke the drink. I will be doing away with sugars and unhealthy food starting August. Trying to eat healthy and work out while in a transition of getting ready to move, getting financially ready. You know, some things have been going on in life, and it's hard to stay motivated through that. And so I told my husband when we get moved, I'm gonna go back to my diet that I'm supposed to be on, exercising, getting healthy, because hopefully by the end of the year, by Christmas, I would like to be at a size 18. Now for some people maybe be like, oh, that's still overweight. You have to understand, I'm 6 feet tall. I'm not 5'4", I am not 5'5", I'm not short, I am tall. So for me to be a size 14, I'm gonna look like I'm sick. So that's definitely a goal for me the rest of this year. So for concealer, I'm gonna go in with the new Too Faced Born This Way multi-sculpting concealer. I really like this concealer. I tried it out last night because I was really excited. It's supposed to be, the box said it's supposed to be like hydrating, non-oily, and complete coverage. Oh, my bad. Super coverage. So, and it's got the big doe foot applicators like Tarte Shape Tape, but I think I'm gonna like this a lot better. So, and honestly, I like Tarte Shape Tape, but I've been having some issues with it, and it's, I don't know if it's just a lot. I don't know if it's just the formula, but it's very dry, and every time I do my concealer, it creases, and I get a lot of, whatchamacallit, I get a lot of texture under my eyes, and it chunks and it builds, and it's not a good situation. So, and I'm just respraying my sponge with the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 Star Setting Spray. I don't want to use all my MAC Fix Plus, so I'm just spraying that to kind of make sure it's really staying nice and damp. It's actually a little bit more than damp, but that's fine because it's going to soak up the excess. But yeah, Tarte Shape Tape, I love it, but it's just so drying. And I could just be using it incorrectly or applying it incorrectly. So if you do have dry skin and you use the Tarte Shape Tape concealer, please let me know how you use it to make it not dry out your under eyes. Because I moisturize my under eyes, I, do everything I'm supposed to do, and after I set my makeup, it just gets really bad under my under eyes. I mean, there's times when I'm at work and you can just see it, like you can see how crusty my under eyes look, and it's just like, no, I am not about that life. I am not trying to have no crusty under eyes. I'm about to buy some kind of pins because my hair is just not with the project. So I went ahead and finished my concealer off camera. I did my eyes, I did my highlighting, and I went ahead and set everything. The only thing I didn't set is my eyes. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and do that now so I'm not creasing. And I set it with the Cover FX press powder, and this is in light 6M11. It's just a nice press powder. This is a very beautiful press powder. I absolutely love it. I think it is amazing. I'm just going to go ahead and kind of reblend my eyes out to make sure that there is no creasing. And then I'm going to just dab my beauty blender into here and go ahead and pat on this powder. And with beauty blenders, they pretty much pick up anything. So, and I've kind of been trying to get back into using pressed powders versus translucent powders. I feel like translucent powders kind of dry your skin out more. I am going to be trying a new loose powder today. I already tried it last night technically, but I'm going to use it to refresh my makeup at the end of this video. So we're going to go ahead and let my face kind of settle down a little bit and breathe, and we're going to go ahead and get into the eyeshadow. I'm going to be going in with the new Urban Decay Born to Run palette. This palette is so cute. This packaging is to die for. I love all the pictures of traveling the world and just everything. Oh, I didn't even see that Vegas was right there. Hey Vegas, that's my hometown right there. So I think this palette's absolutely beautiful. It screams traveling. The back's even cooler. It's got more photos and everything. This is a very interesting collection from Urban Decay, and I'm really excited. I did do a look with this last night just to test out the shadows, and I was impressed. So this is what the palette looks like. It is so beautiful. You get a big mirror, big mirror, and then it does come with all these beautiful warm tones, pops of color, everything. I did a look using these two shadows right here, and I did like 3 shimmers. I did like a cut crease. So this is really pretty. I really want to use this purple today, and maybe some of this like blue. I used this on the lower lash line. It was really pretty. So this is what it looks like. This does retail for $49. You can get this at Sephora, or you can get this on Urban Decay's website. This does come with, I believe, 3 gilded eyeliners and 3 cream lipsticks. So if you are interested in getting the collection, it does come with lippies, and you can get this, like I said, at Sephora or on Urban Decay's website. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Oh, I don't know what I want to do. Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with Weekender. It's a very nice neutral shade. We're going to start off with this in our crease. And I'm going to take I just cleaned all my brushes today, guys. I'm so proud of myself. I cleaned all my brushes, and I have a lot of brushes. So I'm going to be taking a Lexi 205 taper blending brush. I'm going to be going into Weekender. I'm trying to be all professional, and I am going to be using the mirror in the palette. There is a little bit of kickback in the pans, but nothing outrageous, just a little bit. It's nothing that bothers me though. I'm not gonna freak out about kickback. I own subculture and that has kickback, but I love the palette. Like, I love the colors I can create. There is another palette I am gonna use in this video. Look at my unibrow, you guys. I've never had a unibrow, and it's like, started getting my brows started in wax, and they just, and now it's like, it's happening. I just now noticed that. Like, what the heck? But I have my daddy's brows, and he has curly eyebrows. So I'm gonna switch palettes real quick. I'm gonna go in with the Laura Lee Los Angeles Nudie Patootie palette. I've talked about this palette before on my channel. I'm gonna take this shade right here, and this is called Streaking. It's a very pretty mauvey brown. It's gonna go excellent as a transition shade, and then we're gonna go back to the Urban Decay palette. And this, the formula on these mattes in this palette from Laura Lee are freaking excellent. So if you are in the market for a neutral palette with good formula quality for mattes, definitely get this palette. This retails for $45 on the Laura Lee Los Angeles website. You can also get this palette at Morphe and I believe Beauty Bay. If you hear that noise, like again, I said that I'm watching my roommate's daughter, so she's playing in her room. So if you hear a little voice, that would be her. She got her hair done yesterday in braids, and it looks so cute. Like, she looks a little grown, but she looks cute. She's a very beautiful little girl, just like her mama. So just gonna make sure these are all blended out, just because I want there to be a nice transition. So now we're gonna go back into the Urban Decay palette. Next, we're gonna go into this shade called Still Shot. It's a really pretty pink, and still using the same blending brush. I'd like to just use the same blending brush just because it makes life a whole lot easier. Now this color I'm just gonna keep on my outer crease, because I don't want this to go too far. So I'm just going to use circular motions. I'm going right here on my crease and kind of the outer third of my eye in this general area. Some people would say that's how you sort of cut crease, but I'm not cutting any crease today. I'll cut it with a shimmer, but I'm not cutting it with concealer. Dip a little bit more back into there just to kind of build the intensity up. Now you should use a defined crease brush to do that, but packing it on and just stippling it and blending it with a deluxe blender isn't going to do a lot of harm, especially because this is not a super intense shadow, and it's not a like a lot of neon shadows. So, and because it doesn't have a major intensity to it, it's not going to be overly hard to blend out. Some colors you can use with a blender, with a deluxe blender like this, it's a fluffy brush, but some you do want to use a thinner crease brush, just because it'll be easier for you to blow out in your crease if you're trying to do a really smoky look. So just a little tip. And I'm just going back and forth into that same color, staying in the same area. Try and hold your brush at the end. I keep creeping up, but try and hold it like at this length, just because you have less control, there's less pressure, and you have less of a chance for any kind of creasing or patchiness. And then we're just going to take whatever's left on the brush and we're going to go back and forth. Okay, so the next shade that we are going to go in with is this purple called Hell Ride, right here. And we're going to put this, we're going to layer it on top, I'm sweating, layer it on top of that last shade we put called Still Shot. And I'm going to go in with this deluxe crease brush, I can't talk. This is a Morphe R39. This brush is probably like $6-7. If you go to Morphe or Sigma, they do sell individual brushes like this for decent prices. They also sell deluxe blending brushes, all sorts of stuff. You can even go onto Lexi Beauty website. So those are just some options in case you are looking for a good brush for creases, pencil brushes, any kind of brush. You want a brush that's going to be thin like this, but have a fluffier end, because you're going to be able to blow that out. So like I said, we're going to go in with the shade called Hell Ride. This palette's so big I'm having a hard time showing it. I'm going to tap my brush in there, tap off the excess, and then we're going to pack it right here, right below where I put Still Shot. I had a look, I forgot. Now this shadow is not as pigmented as you think it is. I mean, it has pigment, but it's not like, you know, a shadow where you're going to be like scared to like go in it. So definitely do not be afraid. So this shade's a little patchy, and it's the same thing I did last night. It is a little patchy, so just be aware of that with the purple. I'm going to take this, I'm going to go in with this Morphe E17 brush. It's like a little tiny little blender brush. I'm going to go tap into the same purple called Hell Ride, and I'm going to try and pack on some more pigment, because it could just be my brush too. I've had that brush for a long time, so I probably need to order a new one. The bristles are kind of like wearing on it. Now as you can see, I'm kind of flicking it out towards the edge of my brow just to kind of give that elongated shape. Now I'm not a pro at this. This is something that I am practicing at, so it's not going to be 100% perfect. And I'm just going to lightly blend this purple through the crease, to kind of blow it out towards those transition shades that we first picked in. So now I'm going to go back into the shade called Still Shot, and I want to kind of bring it back into the transition. Kind of bring it back alive. I'm not going to go back into the Lower Leaf palette. I just want to blend this area right here in. And I'm kind of going to bring it to the inner part just to give my eye a better definition. I'm not going to bring a lot of shadow right here, just enough to give that little hook of dimension right there. There we go. And these brushes are super soft too, so that's another thing I like about Luxie brushes. They're super soft. I need to actually order more, just because I love their bristles. They don't feel scratchy. They don't feel like they're gonna tear your eye up. No. All right, and the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and apply a shimmer. I'm gonna go in with the shade called Guilt Trip. It's a very, very beautiful purple, and we're gonna put this all on the inner third of our eye. I'm gonna try it without putting MAC Fix Plus on it, and then, or spraying it with like a setting spray. And if it doesn't want to apply correctly, then we will wet our brush. I'm looking for, where did my other brush go? Oh, here it is. I'm gonna go in with one of the ABH brushes. I actually keep these brushes, I like them a lot. And I'm gonna go in with this end to apply our shimmer. Like I said, we're gonna go in with Guilt Trip. So let's see how this goes. This palette is so beautiful. This purple is so beautiful. It's not as pigmented as you think, but honestly, I'm kind of fine with that. I have a problem with super beautiful pops of color being hard to blend out when they have so much pigment in them. So I have this on the edge of my brush. I'm just gonna apply this all over. This is kind of iridescent. This is what it looks like. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. I might have to wet this. We'll see. I just don't like having a whole bunch. There we go. I didn't put enough on my brush. Ooh. This is beautiful. Wow. This is gorgeous, you guys. This is beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the other eye and then move back. So I went ahead and finished my eyes off of camera. I went in with the Tarteist Tarte Liquid Liner for my liner. I went in with the Big Shot Colossal by Maybelline X Shayla. And then for my lower lash line, I went in with Still Shot and Hell Ride on the outer perimeter. And then did a tad bit of Big Sky right in here. And then for my inner corner highlight, I went in with Breakaway and Stranded. I kind of did only a touch of that just to kind of give it a little bit more color. So this was the palette. I absolutely love it. Great pigmentation, everything. I can't get over the packaging. I just really can't, like, this is not something I have in my collection, so I was really excited. So we're gonna go ahead and finish off the base, and then we'll be done. I can't stand my eyebrows. I just can't stand them. I cannot wait to get these waxed. Oh, it drives me crazy. Drives me bonkers. I'm gonna go in with my Morphe E34, and I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D Shade Light Contour Palette. I'm gonna be using this shade right here to kind of contour and bronze. I feel like my contour shade and my bronze shade are kind of the same, so go ahead and go with that. And my hair is just getting all in my way, but that's okay. I love it. So what are some of your guys' plans for summer? What is something that you guys are wanting to do? What is something that you are waiting to do? Tell me your goals. What can you not wait to do? I'm like sweating, so I'm trying not to get my powder wet. this is some real difficulty right here. Sorry, my powder was doing something weird. I never know how to contour my neck. This is like a daily struggle for me. Alright. So that we're a little bit contoured, not much. I'm going to go in with my Morphe E47 brush. This is another contoured brush. And I'm going to try and slim out my nose. And I'm going to go in with my finger and just kind of press it into the skin. Okay, not too shabby. Not looking too bad. So the next thing we're going to go in with is blush. I'm going to go in with this Tarte blush. This is called Feisty. And these are 12-hour blushes, and I believe they're waterproof as well. Really pretty. This was in my roommate's Ipsy glam bag, and she didn't want it. I was like, yes, give me the blush. This is very pretty too. And then I'm going to take my blush as well and kind of hit my temples with it. This is something that I have been doing for quite some time now. I feel like when you mix in blush with your bronzer, it gives a very nice flush to the face. It gives a very nice like suntanned look. Even down here, I just feel like it kind of complements the face. I mean, not something you have to do, it's just something that I do that I enjoy doing. And then next, we're going to go in with some highlighter. And we're going to go in with this Wet n Wild highlight. This is a Mega Glow highlighter, and this is in the shade 323B Botanic Dream. It's one of their flower highlighters. It is a very, very beautiful, boom, highlighter. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Y'all see? Oh my gosh, what just happened? Oh my gosh. So my highlighter just completely died on me. I don't even understand how that happened. And it makes me so sad. Like it's all over my floor. It makes me so sad. It is such a beautiful highlighter too. Like, I'm so sad. I don't even know what to do now. That's okay. It happens. Things happen. I like how my head's just like tilted over here. That's how I can see my face. But that's beside the point. So the next thing we're gonna do is go in with lips. This is a lipstick from the Urban Decay Born to Run collection. This is pretty intense. Let's like tone that down some. There we go. This is from the Born to Run collection. This is in the shade 66, and this is a comfort matte lipstick. It's so cute. Like, it's so adorable. So we are gonna go in with this shade. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty. And I like this because I don't have like a deep purple shade. I do my lips so weird because I can never do my lips right. Alright, now that I have my lip on and I already spritzed my face with the Too Faced setting spray, I do want to kind of refresh my makeup. I bought this last night from Sephora. This is the Becca Hydra Mist setting and refreshing powder. It's actually very cooling. I tried it again last night, and it has this little tab right here that says keep me closed to keep me cool. And this powder, on touch, it's very cooling. And I'm actually going to take a little brush. This is a contour brush from Real Techniques, and it's got the little sifter part, so I'm just going to tap my brush in there, kind of go in there a little bit, And I'm just gonna kind of, oh my gosh, this feels so good. Like, you know when you're hot and you need something to cool you off? This is actually a perfect powder to do that with. I'm gonna kind of touch up into my under eye. And because I have such dry skin, like I'm sweating, it feels so nice. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other eye. Now, one of the girls at the counter, when I was checking out, she said not to use this to set your face, use it to refresh it. And I mean, it's supposed to be a setting powder, but I tried it just to see what she was talking about, and this is a very finely milled powder, so you are going to want to use this just to refresh your makeup. I found that it did not set my foundation all the way, so you don't need a lot of this. It feels so good. It's a hydrating powder. I mean, if you go to Sephora and you play with this powder, or wherever Becca Cosmetics is sold and they have this, use a tester and try it out on your face. I mean, it feels cooling and hydrating. It feels wet. So this is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys like my new hairdo. I'm gonna re-dye my hair again to like an even deeper brown. Don't know how much deeper I can get, but I got some gray hair started peeking through, so it's time to recolor the hair. So this is all I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will be uploading more often after I move. Like I said, I have it in the process of getting packed, and well, not exactly packing, but just kind of cleaning and decluttering, trying to figure out what all that we want to take, what we want to keep, and also just getting things ready for our new apartment when we do move. So stay tuned. Once we do move, I do plan on doing like a little house tour just so you guys can see what it looks like. It's going to be really cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did like this video, don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I will see you guys in my next video. Have a great weekend. Talk to you guys later.